We're going to turn our attention now to our legal analyst, Jeff Hosford from the Hosford Law Firm. Jeff, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We talked about at the top of the show a case out of North Carolina that it's made its way into Columbus. Two men are suspects in an arson murder investigation there in North Carolina, and they will now be extradited back to North Carolina. We want to talk to you about the extradition process. How does that work?
Well, the people that are charged always have the option to waive extradition, which means they would then immediately be returned to the state in which they're trying to, the warrant is issued at, and in this case, North Carolina. They would be returned to North Carolina. North Carolina could come pick them up and take them to North Carolina. If extradition is not waived, then there's a court process. They have to have a hearing to determine whether there's probable cause for the warrant to be issued and the warrant to be served in the state of Mississippi.
The process of actually getting the suspect back to the place where the alleged crime happened is the responsibility of that jurisdiction where the alleged crime happened. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Where the crime happened, they'd have to send somebody to pick them up or pay for somebody to transport them back to the state or the county in which the charge occurred in. And the reason being is the United States is separate sovereign states, and that's why you have to have the extradition, because the laws of North Carolina do not affect the laws of Mississippi. A little different when it's federal government, but in state-by-state actions, when it's a state charge, each state's laws are sovereign from another state's laws. So the laws in North Carolina can't affect Mississippi, and the laws in Alabama can't affect the laws of Mississippi, and likewise Mississippi can't affect Alabama, can't affect North Carolina, and through all 50 states.
Jeff, thanks so much. We always appreciate that perspective. If you have a question you'd like Jeff to answer, you can send it to us at legalline@wcbi.com. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
All right.